All right. Let's do a little quickie in the car. Because lest it be black, then kill it. Now, this could be somebody trying to kill off a tree or a family line or something. This is a small tree that these people started to create, though. This is something that's separate from the real lineage. Okay? This could be them trying to turn like the royal family black. I don't know whatever this is, but I think we're not talking about like black or white as a so-called race. I think we're talking about dark and light. Okay, the Torah is in the tarot, and the tarot is in the Torah, so there's nothing dark about the cards. The people, it's about the person that's using the cards. If somebody of purity is using these cards, it's like art, little piece of artwork. I told y'all before, they tried to get on Jesus about talking in parables and using images. These tarot cards is the images for me. And then Jesus was able to use these things, and they stopped messing with this person about this. Now, I'm not saying every tarot reader is right for, I don't know what somebody, I'm just talking about me. You understand? As a whole, I know what they did this time with tarot. I know that they were trying to blot out this energy or make it something creative, make money, make it pop, make something like this. I know that a lot of these people are a part of this chain gang of setting up this particular Empress Queen energy to, you get what I'm saying? To not be able to take what's mine when the harvest is here for the getting. They could even convince people around me that it worked one way from this little tree being created, or what these people been doing over the past 28 years. That's not the way it is. I'm doing the old ways, my way with the old way, or something like this, when these people was not able to make no choices or whatever this is. So there was a place at the table, but this is a bat bitch. This could be what they mean by something turning black, because these is only like 10 cards. The way I got these cards in here, the cards are over here on this side, but these were looking at me from this way right here in the bag. So this could be very significant here. Okay, we got Pan energy in reverse with Man in reverse. Can somebody could be getting out of jail. And then we got Bun in reverse. So this could be, because I heard something like we're all here. So there could be a place where all of these people are. I don't know if they're waiting for me to walk out or do something or escape this matrix or whatever this is. But they were able to, I don't know if the other families were able to contest for the children and the man or something. That's why I feel like they took my original family members. I don't know what this is, okay? We got Pan is in reverse, like the goat god. But these entities we know about, but whatever is brewing in the background or whatever is trying to say, no, come sit at our table. This could be darker than that. These are unhealed people that got a hold of power through the sacrifice, me or this masculine or whatever this is. It's a lot mixed into this. Because they made Lasher a Toltec person, and then they found out that he was a pastor or something in the back. And then when he came back, then he was looked at this monster that was used to do all this stuff for this family. We don't know who the Lasher is. I don't know if they're trying to say that it's me. Maybe these people, like I said, was manipulating the situation to have me like at places where around places where stuff was happening. But this would not be crimes that they would be putting in the media. If they did, they would manipulate the terms, the words, kind of like talking over somebody's head, so that you don't know that people are piling these things on you. It's a whatever this is. It's you know, that's what I'm looking at it like. Something where you couldn't even fight back if you wanted to, even if you didn't have nothing to do with this, you're not aware. All right, so this could be them trying to kill Man. I don't know what's wrong with this nail. It hurt. I didn't do anything to hurt it. But something like this, it don't make no sense to me, because these is demons. And all this work is just on the surface. They can't really break down whatever this is that they're trying to break down in real life. So they don't even have the power to do this, whatever they're trying to do, unless they're using me or you or something like this, or our energy to do this, to do something. Okay, I don't know. We got something about the web, somebody off the web, or the web is broken. This could be some web that they have woven. And we got cab in reverse and sub in reverse. So this could be like a substitute or a submissive energy. And then we got the cab. So somebody could have got into a cab, but it wasn't really a cab. It could have been a kidnapping car. Okay. Or maybe something happened to you while you was inside of a vehicle. You know, I don't know why I'm seeing somebody driving with a mask and somebody else without a mask. So maybe somebody is immune to something. Somebody could spray something in a car when you with them. Could put you to sleep. I don't know. Okay. Maybe you had a long cab ride home or Uber or something from the trip and you fell asleep. Something you could have got swapped out or something. A road trip, you could have fell asleep. They swapped you out. This is different kind of shit though, y'all. When we ain't talking about, this ain't happening just to anybody. And then we got rub, okay? And then we have rib, a rib missing, or, you know, taking a rib from somebody. And then we got the job. Somebody is losing their job or something here. And then we got the lion here. These people, imagine all your enemies that stole from you are on a council, or they are, say there's a conflict of interest here, or they're on a council, or they're the jury or something like this, and all of these are your enemies that stole from you. Of course they're going to give you a hard time. You're standing before these people, they're going to try to act like whatever, so you can't get past, or you can't get through, or you can't get over this obstacle, or whatever this is. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like that. It's like a firing wall, or like a wall or something like this. She's a brick house. This could be some ritual where they put all these people like this on a council. They know you passed the test. They keep making you take it over. It's like hella unfair. Like, you get what I'm saying? You will have to charge these people, or remove these people, or find out what they did to you to get them moved one by one, so you can move this wall out of it. But nobody's listening, because these are the people that think that they're in charge. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we got front. Somebody could have been fronting around you. Also, these people could be in front of you. A friend. These are frogs. These not princes or kings. And then some fruit. Somebody could be gay, or this could be the fruit. These people did eat the fruit, but they made sure that they made it ahead of you so they can block you. I said block you. So they can block me or you or something like this. These are friends or something. They try to frame you. They did frame me or you for a crime, so that they could take frogs and make them into princes. Okay. Also, somebody's name is Free. Or this could be like Rap City in the basement. There's like energy like somebody in the basement, or somebody held hostage for their skills or their rapping skills. And somebody else could be like on the front line. Okay. There's also you being on the front line of something, like a fire. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like somebody wanting to have your life, so they put you on the front line to get shot at or drowned, but none of these things can happen to the real son here. So they want to take something from you. They did. Okay. The fruit from your tree or mine. Okay. Somebody's saying that these children that they stole, these eggs or whatever that they produce and splice, they make these people happy, or this person happy. Like Malcolm X said something about never let your enemy raise your children or something. But this is exactly what these people are trying to be forced to be done. These are children that you didn't choose to have. You didn't have these children probably. Or like I said, if you did have these children, they swapped them out a long time ago. Your original children are somewhere else. Or mine. So it's a whole bunch of like, yeah, some alien person is trying to close the door, the purple door. And then we got the spinning top in reverse. And we got the young lion is in reverse. All right. Somebody is not at the top. Okay. Somebody is not the goat. Okay. Or they shouldn't be. Okay. And then we see somebody that didn't get sick. Okay. They can't push you out because you didn't get sick, okay? And dad will call me. So somebody's dad could be upset with another sibling or something. And then two, okay? So somebody's going to have something too, or sit at the throne with you too. They're not. Okay, maybe this is a dad that went against a child. Okay. This is like, you know, Game of Thrones and all that stuff is like something like mythical, like I don't know, but like when it comes to the real crown, like I'm not saying that there's not groups like this that could have been connected to the crown, like the foot soldier groups or something, but it would be like these people took over something and they're trying to turn it into their thing instead of just dealing with their thing. They wanted to ruin my thing or whatever because I go on the verge of more old school. Okay, I like antiquity, bitch. I got old shit in my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm that kind. Okay, but they could be trying to turn it into something else. But it's like, if anything, the preservation and the care could have been given to me or you or whatever the situation is by the royals to preserve. But then somebody could have got, they thought of something sneaky, clout chasing. They thought of something sneaky and after Elizabeth or something, and now they're trying to like kick something down. They're trying to like take something from somebody or take something from me or whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? It's like an uprising of a company or something like this, or a label, a record label, go against the owner. Like the owner dies, they leave it to the son. The record label company people don't, because they in the industry, they don't tell you. Okay, they just run it. They just pick one of themselves that's like themselves, an entertainer, to run the company. And now everything's even run into the ground, or they changed something, or they just sold it and they took the money and started a different business that worked better for them. And then you know, now you left to pick up the pieces or something like this. And you didn't know nothing about this in the first place, this industry, but somebody thought that you had what it take. So all you would have needed, all these people would have needed to do was give it to you, let you learn the ropes. Of course, the people at the company would, if they want to preserve the company, if it was like a family, of course they would rally around you and help you understand or something in the knowledge that you have, because you connected to these people some kind of way. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this person thought you would figure it out, right? It's almost like in Diana and Discovery of Witches. They was like, yeah, we took her power, but hopefully one day she will grow up and she will find it again. Now, these people could be stopping you from finding it again. You know, it's from breaking the binding spell, right? Because again, whatever type of child I am or you are or whoever this resonates with, didn't know about the level of greatness that you're supposed to be in. So like I told you, if these people were not investing in you, sports and things, like investing in you, keeping you busy, occupied, putting you through certain schools that they know you're going to need, this is what these people are supposed to be doing, so that one day you will be able to take this over and be able to do it. I feel like somebody didn't think that I was going to be plucked out of an at-home mom situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they own this independent shit, but okay, do your fucking thing. But some of us are in situations that, bitch, if a man came to you and you got married to him and he said, don't work, stay home and take care of the children, I'm paying, and you got your bills is paid, your lights is on, your house is straight, you live in a decent, you got a car to drive and shit like this, you're not thinking about, you don't know that there's a name or something on your thigh that makes you go into greatness in the future. You hear me? Then, you know, any bitch out there saying that she want to be independent or something like this, and there's a couple of you that do, and there's some of you hoes that was you mad and you feel some kind of way, or you want a woman to feel some kind of way about depending on them. You wanted to make a scenario. Some people are supposed to have been in these relationships forever. You wanted to make a scenario where the woman would say, I do feel stupid that I depended on a man and da-da-da-da-da and blah, 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 blah. No, because you can only, if you make that commitment with somebody and you do these, that's why I say this infidelities could be these secret societies, because, you know, even if you're a part of something like that, the person that you with deserves to know. Now, the thing about me is I feel like the people that was around me did know that I was something else. They just never let me know. That's the difference. So you knew about this and you knew about the shit that y'all was on. I didn't know about either way. You understand? So any woman out there that's saying that if her man had everything under control, he had enough money to provide them a comfortable lifestyle. Somebody want more. Somebody might want more. You might want designer bags and all this stuff and trips all over the world or whatever the fuck this is. But somebody in my lifetime, what I had was enough. Now, when I started to be pulled into another direction, I said, oh, we going up now. Oh, we going up to the east side. Okay. You know, like moving on up Jefferson's. Okay. Let me brace myself for that mentally. Let me start cutting back on things. Let me, you know, not be out partying. Or something. I'm about to have to take something serious. Okay, let me make sure I ain't out there like that. Let me make sure, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they looking? Oh, okay, well, let me make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I'm good, that I'm getting myself grounded for going into a different level of something where I'm going to have to be disciplined. Okay? Let me try that. Okay? Especially with my surroundings or rooms I'm going to walk into or something. Let me ground myself on that. We're not talking about discipline with a schedule because I don't know what you want. I could go this way and go to school for this X, Y, and Z, but this ain't the way that, you know, this could be like my group. When we get 40, they give us our assignment. You know, now I did all this shit 20 years old to 40 or whatever like this, wondering why I went to business school, I went to these school. Nothing's working out because that's not what your calling is. Your ancestors already know what your calling is at 40, and then now whatever. But you done wasted all that time and money and all this shit doing all of that when you're going this way. You see what I'm saying? So this is more about something about a calling here. Everybody doesn't have a calling. Some people are supposed to get into these little whatever like this and high paying jobs or something and be fine with that and independent or whatever like this. But that's what I'm saying. My mom used to say, you so lucky. You don't have to. All the girls used to say, you so lucky. Oh, bitch, I wish I could just stay home. And I used to be looking at them like, sometimes I wish I had a job and not like I could go in my bank account, you know, and the money from my job is going right in my bank account and I could know what that feel like. You understand? Because again, it doesn't matter who's doing what. What I created was a decent living here for my family with this person. All of it could be lie, a fake, or whatever. Okay, well, that's not my fault that somebody did that to trick me or something like this. I just did the best I could with what I had. Okay? So, you know, a lot of people be trying to make women that don't take care of it. Oh, we don't sit there and wait for nobody to take care. Okay, that's good for you, but some of us do. That's the verbal commitment or contract that we made with each other, and that's what some of us are doing. It's not your job to let some people I don't even know into my life and start making a stir on social, because this shit matters. It grows like a fungus. You know, even if you're somebody that is not famous, it's harder that way because there's no defense. There's no accolades that people are like, please, this bitch got all these records sold and everything like this. You think that person about to be doing that? Like, no, everybody's just automatically going to be on you or something like this. And then they feel like they have some kind of authority over you or something like this. They know something about you. That it's a different type of invasion here. This is a different type. It's going to put a different type of stain on your mind or how you look at the world after going through a process like this. Because on your way up to fame with your growth, you're charting that growth. You're growing with that. You're changing things. Oh, I used to have one security guard. Oh, this motherfucker just tried to do this or something. I need these many security guards. I need, you know, you're going to know what you do. Now, when somebody puts you in the dark and they start swarming these people around you, you don't know. You don't know how dangerous. I don't know if you're releasing my stuff to inmates, and when they get out of prison, they trying to find my address and see where the fuck I live. You know, I don't know what the fuck you doing. So this is very important here. Okay, that we get an understand. I'm more about the understanding. You use if you got a brain left, or if you have some type of sense of discernment left, you discern it yourself. Because I'm not pleading for any. I'm not doing this for anything. We're just doing it. It's something like awareness or a testimony. That's it. I don't care if you watch, you don't watch, you think this, you think that. I don't give a fuck what you think. Because you don't know me. Just like I don't know you. Okay? But I can see some of you motherfuckers. Okay? Because you didn't play around in my energy. And I told you, any female that is watching, stopping back, watching me personally in my personal, not just my videos or not it's more offensive if you was watching me personally. Bitch, and I don't know you. and you connect some kind of government job or something, and you use any 1 second of your time to come look what the fuck I'm doing, bitch, you already lost. Now, there's a whole bunch of HBCUs or a whole bunch of people from like some college or something that's doing this shit. You know, what for? What for? Because you wanted to make it like the mammy. You doing the same thing that you said these so-called white men did. You want the woman that seemed mammified, but she actually came out being a mother, a queen of wands, a queen of pentacles, empress energy, and she's smart or talented, or she taught herself certain things, or this person was able to figure out this when it comes to science or math or whatever you've done. Okay? You don't want to give her no accolades because what? Because she didn't have to go to school and spend all that money on school and all that time in school to learn these things or to expand her mind in some type of way or seem come off as brilliant or something like this. So you feel like you need to put her back in her place by mammifying her or showing her in indecent clothing or in her home when she thinks nobody's watching and she's just slumming around or something like this. You want to show that person to try to mammify her just like these motherfucking white. I told you, niggas, you gonna have to pay attention to your motherfucking self. Look at what the fuck I'm saying and understand that, again, I'm gonna look at you like any fucking body else that thought that that shit was cute. Heal your motherfucking self. You understand? Like I did. Okay? And like I do. Before you come the fuck for me. All right? So this could be somebody got somebody with a PhD and all this other shit, and you want to try to belittle me, but you looking silly. This could be another way that God is going to use his wisdom. This is somebody that been sitting with God. You understand? I don't have to do what society, and I don't do the societal norms and what man say and all this other shit. I was bred different, baby. You understand? So, ain't, I don't know why this phone keep going out and I don't know why this phone keep going out and it ain't even dead yet. But I had to plug it in. It's only a little bit of ain't even dead yet. But I had to plug it in. It's only a little bit of charge left. Charge left. So, okay. Because again, I may not have gone through all those things or got all those credentials because I am supposed to be going off to be a royal. And there's something in my lineage or my bloodline that I would be able to claim to go into. And I don't have to have those credentials to do that. And then you now we at a certain age here. Now you want to play with that. You want to try to block me from getting there. Okay. And then make me somewhere in the middle where I'll be stuck in between or something like this. Yeah, this ain't going down the way you think it is. It's not. It's not. Because like I said, if somebody inherit a multi-million-dollar company or something like this, okay, and the family member left it to them and they think they can handle it and they get up in there and they show that they can handle it, what is your business? And this is another thing about an inheritance. We talking about lineages, bloodlines, inheritance. We're not talking about whatever else is. Just talking about generational old money versus, plus new money. Also, people, you making money in trust funds that you didn't know that you was making. Okay, that you're supposed to be harvesting those things right now. But because somebody wanted to steal it or do like this, or oh, you talk against, I didn't talk against education. I just said that in education does not build intelligence, and education is not what everybody needs. I just said that there's a lot of people in this nation that left home at 12 and didn't even go to high school, and they got corporations and companies worth billions and trillions of dollars that kept this country up or built the country up to what it is. And some of these people that you look at as these elite now, they when they were younger and going to school, they didn't even finish school. They just went right into whatever this is. A lot of people don't go to college. They found some kind of way through tech or something to open up some company that blew everything out. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm not talking about education. I'm just saying you're not about to try to stun on me because somebody got some kind of education or something or some kind of training, because that's what education means. That I didn't get, that training would be unnecessary for me, but you want it to be necessary. So somebody wants somebody to go back, realize your family was hijacked, go back when you probably at an age where you can't even have children, and then maybe you could have children for real. Because This is like somebody that was mad that you spent your whole life and dedicated it to your family, and they want you to suffer because of that. They want you to wish that you would have did it their way. You would have left home, went to college or something. So somebody gonna make you feel the effects of that, even if you had a family life where you could have almost been with your husband forever. Your kids leaving the house, y'all was about to get something together or whatever like this. Somebody wanted to destroy that. That's why I said you need to turn around and look at your own motherfucking self. These is people like in I don't know if it's Hebrews or whatever it is in the Bible, when that's what they were doing with the Hebrews. They were sending in somebody to learn the language. See, so when we see Sophania, okay, or Sophia, the world card in Ania energy, above the language, you see, they were learning the language. They were sitting around close. When they say Sophia was close to Jesus, but then she fell. That's somebody that was close to Jesus Christ or the Christ or Jesus or whatever this is, to learn the language or the ways and then take it back to their people, maybe for they can try to defeat them in some type of war. So somebody sets you up, or the father or the feathers or the people around me should have been able to spot that out, because I wasn't privy to know what this is, what I am, what we are, whatever this is. You were. It was your job. But you came and set the motherfuckers right around me, like, so they could take my shit or something like this, because it wasn't going to be you. Check your motherfucking self. Don't come checking for me. Most time you ain't gonna like what you see, but you gonna keep watching because you obsessed with me. Okay? That's what I'm saying. You can't get me to be on my... If God would have came and put this shit, or told somebody to come bring this to me directly, you couldn't get me to step down from where I was to come pay attention to what the fuck you doing. I don't got nothing now. And when people... I don't have nothing like to show for again now. But... most of the time when people are in want for something, they're the ones like, ooh, you seen that new necklace that such and such, you got that new, ooh, such and such, this rapper just got this new car or something. I don't give a fuck. You understand? Unless it's something that you got from me, or in one of my garages that my daddy's or a father figure or a feather left for me, then I want to know what the fuck you got. If it ain't, then I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. So, we just different people, I'm guessing, me and whoever these people is. Okay? I'm not concerned. I ain't never been consumed with a motherfucker on this planet. So I feel like this is somebody that's used to people that's consumed with other people or something like this. Okay? They confuse love with obsession and stalking and arguing all the time and all this other stupid shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? Then your main job is trying to keep that shit together for what? Nah. Somebody is used to toxic relationships or something like this. And when it's not toxic, they don't know how to. But I mean, the gag is, this person could have been with you, and y'all could have been it might have been too boring, or I don't think it was boring. I feel like somebody got taken by these people and they changed their way of thinking. That's just what I think. Okay. Hold on. Because I think I separated these. Yes, I did. Okay. I told you I've been separating. I had my crow deck, like this one or whatever, mixed up with this animal something deck. Okay. And I wanted to take it apart. Okay. I didn't want it together no more, for whatever reason. So let's see. I don't like that. I'm not gonna leave this earth with that false perception of whatever this is. People could be, that could be a new storyline. How many women came out of these particular situations like this, and then they went on to do this or something. I mean, look, when we talk about Donald Trump, he supposedly inherited the kingdom or something from his dad. I don't know. There wasn't nothing big that anybody says about Donald Trump or what Donald Trump was doing before that. So, he wasn't known, or whatever he was doing before that, people don't really fucking care. So, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody else that got an inheritance and went on to do something, become the so-called president and all these things. So, I would think a man that's trying to do that to a woman, knowing that she depended on a man, and if this man did learn, steal something from this woman, or learned that this woman was going to be great and started treating her different, or allowed these people to steal stuff from her so he could keep her, knew that she was going to only be the one to go forward, and then he sabotaged her or something like that, you a bitch ass nigga. Point blank period. And the group that you did the shit with is a bitch ass group. Because somebody wanted to do that to you, block you from your thing, keep you around while they went dicking around or something like this, and come back and think, because you would not know, you would be oblivious to this, then you just, you work on yourself. I ain't never let nobody fucking play with me in my face. So this is somebody that wanted to force you, or they felt like you played in their face before, or you was able to do stuff behind their back when your dad was the big guy. I'm going to show you who the big guy. Somebody wanted to humiliate you or block you from something or whatever like this and come back. But the thing about it is, you was aware of this whole thing. You still a fucking traitor to me. I was not, or you just become aware, and instead of coming telling me, you went and listened to other people and worked with them. So you still a traitor. Way, motherfucker, if you knew or you didn't. If you did something with these people instead of me when you found out, you a traitor. We're not the fucking same. We're not the same. Okay? So we got justice in reverse with this bad bitch. Okay, something these people did with this person. This is about to be in the reverse here. All right? Some of these people fail for this stuff because, these men had these women that they, got looking, they try to find something like, so for me, since I was 19 and I got on birth control after my daughter, I was still thin. I went right back to my size or whatever. I had a little tiny stomach or whatever. But a couple months later, I'm like, I can't have this happen again. So I got on Depo-Vera shot and I gained weight. And ever since then, I've been having this weight or whatever on my stomach, or this little bit of weight. I lost weight, gained weight before. I went on a serious thing, started losing weight. I got thin before, got back big. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going up and down with my weight or whatever. But I feel like, yeah, my person never complained about my weight or my size or nothing like this ever, but of course, deep down in somebody's mind or something, if these men are, spying also in the minds of these men, maybe say like, yeah, wouldn't you like some shit that look like that though? And I feel like somebody got somebody hooked on somebody here. All right, somebody got somebody hooked on somebody. Okay, we having a problem here. We're gonna have to finish this in the house. Hold on.